Hello there. Welcome to our first Top Talk, because that's how I decided to call this meetings we're gonna have here, probably weekly. Sorry, I have to read this message here. Okay, I don't care, doesn't matter. Next. Okay. I can manage something. Things have changed. I haven't done this for a while, and now I'm confused. Sorry. Yeah, ready. Okay, everything's done. Great. Welcome to our first Top Talk. Live chat, answering your questions or just talking about something. It is also your listening practice, because clearly I am speaking English now. So let's see. I've picked six questions you've asked me recently, and let's get down to it, because we have like 15-20 minutes maximum. Let's do that. So the first question someone asked me was American English or British English. And it's such a broad question. I don't really know what you want to know, because what are you asking me really here? Do you want to know what English do I speak, or what English do I prefer, or what English do I recommend you to learn? Well, so there are many aspects to this question. And let me just answer from my guts. I'll say that it all comes down to your goal. You have to think about your own personal goal. If you want to study in Britain, let's say that. If you want to move to Great Britain and study there or work there, or if you are here in Poland or anywhere, wherever you are, and your work environment is British English speakers, then clearly you gotta focus on British English. If it's American dream, if your plans are around the States, or if people at your work speak American English, or if you work for American corporation, then you have to focus on American English. It also depends on your personal preferences, which sounds better for you. Focus on that one. But I'll say this as well, having this all said before, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I don't see why we are so focused on this matter. I would like you all to tune into episode 97. It's about accents. So if you're interested, please tune into episode 97. I made a little note because I don't remember numbers of my episode. There are 142 of them. So tune into episode 97. It's titled Love Your Accent. Maybe it's gonna change your attitude towards your own accent. And maybe it'll alleviate this pressure from the huge choice you think you gotta make. You don't have to make that great choice. There is really no problem. Just let it go. If you want to communicate with people, if your goal is to break your language barrier and speak freely and travel all over the world and communicate equally with natives and non-native speakers, then no bother, really. You don't have to worry about the accent at all. Question number 2. Where did you study? So I studied in Kraków and I studied in Rzeszów. I studied tourism, my dears, in Kraków at Academy of Physical Education, to make things funnier. And then during that studies, my friend told me you should be a teacher, because I was helping everybody before exams, and she told me you have to be a teacher. And that was a food for thought for me. And I realized she's right. So I went on to study English philology at University of Rzeszów, and I studied there. And my major was teaching. Surprise, surprise. Question number 3. Question number 3. How many lessons a week do you teach? So this is also a quick one. I teach 18 classes a week. There are days I have 5 lessons, and these are very busy days. There's just one such day. It's Wednesday. Wednesday is a killer. I teach 3 lessons a day, on Mondays, for instance, or on Saturdays, because I do teach on Saturdays, mornings only. Fridays are off for me. Okay, so 18, that's the answer. 18 classes a week. Number 4, we're going fast. Number 4, best English-Polish dictionary. So you ask me for my recommendations, what dictionary do I recommend? English-Polish. So I don't recommend any English-Polish dictionaries. What I recommend is monolingual dictionary, like Cambridge, like Oxford, like the freedictionary.org or .com. I'm not sure about the website, the address. But if you type in Google free dictionary, you'll find it. It's a good one. It gives you idioms, collocations, sentence examples, fixed phrases. There are even videos which explain the idioms, so very useful. Oxford, Cambridge, Merriam-Webster, very old and well-known dictionary, good one, very concise in its explanations. The definitions are super short, super easy. So that's what I recommend. But I understand that sometimes you need Polish English dictionary, and I need it sometimes too, of course, who doesn't? So sometimes we have a Polish word and we need to learn how to say this in English. And for that, you need Polish English dictionary, and I use diki.pl, and it's enough for me, sufficient completely. It gives you also definition, no definition. Yeah, definition, but in Polish. Okay, I don't know, but it gives you examples, fixed phrases, it gives you idioms. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll find phrasal verbs. Yeah, so that's a good one. But remember to use monolingual dictionaries because they are much better for you, for your learning. I personally prefer Oxford. This one is my favorite. And question number 5. It's such a good question, oh my lord. The question is how to develop oral memory, because it's hard for me to repeat the whole sentence in the episode. It's hard for me to repeat that because in my episodes I always give you practical part. There is always a list of sentences for you to repeat, and I am well aware of the fact that sometimes they are long and it's hard to repeat them, but I do this on purpose. I try to make first 3-4 sentences much shorter than the following ones because I want you to expand your short-term memory. And what I'd like you to know is that this part of the brain which is responsible for, I show it here but I have no idea where it is, honestly. So this part of the brain which is responsible for your short-term memory is also responsible for languages. And research shows that polyglots have extremely well developed short-term memory. And repeating sentences is the best task for you. So what you have to do is you have to practice. Don't give up and don't search for secret methods. There are no. You just have to do it. And with time, you will become more fluent in this skill. So my recommendation is treat those sentences as chains of words. Don't focus on the meaning. That's counterintuitive, I know, but don't focus on the meaning. It doesn't matter now. Now you have to focus on the elements. So the sentence is just a chain of words for you. All you need to do is remember the chain, memorize it for a moment. It's short-term memory. Don't forget that. You just need to retain it in your brain for a few seconds until I finish the sentence and say it out loud. So that's the task. That's the job you have to do. If it comes to long-term memory, keeping those sentences, those structures for longer, because this is our ultimate goal, you have the worksheet. And the worksheet is there for you to make you digest and absorb, let them sink in, all those sentences. When you translate them, when you write them, pen and paper, old school, that's how you memorize them for longer. But all you need to do during listening the episode is just retain the sentence for a few seconds and say it out loud. And forget it. Doesn't matter. Forget it. Just trust the process. The process is working. Yes, so please try harder, try again, try more, don't give up. There are 10 sentences usually in each episode. You can listen again, you can replay, and that's how you practice this skill. Remember, it's just a chain of words, chain of elements. Imagine these are colors or shapes. They don't have any meaning. At the beginning, this should be helpful, I think. And question number 6, we're going so fast. I'm proud of myself. We're going to fit in this 15 minutes time slot. What podcasts do you recommend for shadowing? Short and with transcripts. I love this question. I do shadowing daily. Every day when I listen to podcasts, I do shadowing. So my English, whether it's more American or British, depends on what podcast have I been shadowing recently. So there's no easy answer, obviously. What you have to do is you have to find something that really interests you. This must be any podcast that is right up your street, so it's interesting for you to listen, and they speak naturally. So I would rather say choose something that is not done by the teacher, like my podcast, although it does fit in, because you have short episodes up to 15 minutes, you have sentences, and you have transcript. What else do you want to know? But I speak slowly. I don't speak with this natural tempo, I think, but judge for yourself. Short answer would be Adept English. Go to that podcast. She offers you transcripts, as far as I know. And the episodes last up to 15 minutes. There are longer ones as well. She does wonderful episodes on different topics, various topics, lifestyle topics, and she gives you this vocabulary. So she talks about, for example, fasting, popular now, methods of, dieting. It's just a way of living, probably, way of dealing with food. And she talks for 30 minutes about fasting, and she is trying to incorporate in this episode as many phrases connected with dieting, with food, as possible. So Adept English, that would be a short answer. The longer answer is think about what you're interested in. Is it dieting? Is it lifestyle, politics, current affairs, animals, cosmetics, pets, whatever. There are podcasts on anything. History, true crime, that's very popular. And just pick something and do the shadowing. Shadowing is a great method for you to improve your fluency, to start speaking maybe a bit fast, to improve intonation, to improve pronunciation. So it's a wonderful tool for everybody learning English. And if you want to know more about shadowing, tune in to my episode 25, teacherola.com/25. And the title is Shadowing Technique to Boost Your Speaking Skills. Tune into that one, and I give you some ideas as well on how to choose and what to choose. In that episode, I also do the shadowing live, so you can hear me shadowing some random podcast I found on my application. Yes, here you have it. Our first top talk is over. I've answered 6 of your questions, and I hope I'll see you soon. Have a marvelous day. Cheers. Bye-bye.